Alright. I'm just going to get a timer ready right here. A stopwatch actually. And I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1, go. So the first thing we do here is actually just pick Zoe, go blazing to the side of this, go up here. Now sometimes you might die here. Whatever. Bang. Next trick. And this one we have to pick John and Jimmy. Bad start. That can sometimes happen if you accelerate too fast. He will go back on one wheel. You can actually fall and die there quite often if you accelerate too fast. Now, this game is actually on the slower side of like a speedrun game. So everything you do is just go point to point. I would like to say this is like the whole game, but there are other things like when we get the eject option, we're going to use that quite a few times. And there's also all the Larry levels, which are really bad. But all in all, it's going to be just fine. Again, just about the same, just John and Jimmy. Differences here that there are now mines on the track. That hasn't happened before. But you go this long way around with this little fountain and boom, you're here. AKA ramp. Now these little mines are something that we will be seeing a lot of. They can definitely kill you quite a few times actually. Bam. Now we just need to do this one. I actually almost fucked that up and just ejected too early. Now, I am not best at this game. But sometimes just getting timing and such is very tricky in this game. And you could probably do that even faster if you used off your boost. We didn't. These levels are relatively simple because you just go in almost straight lines, go from checkpoint to checkpoint. There are going to be quite a few levels that are RNG, meaning that we actually don't know if we will be doing them. That was just trash. If we don't know if we will be doing them right away. Bam. Now this might happen actually a few times. Sometimes you can hit ground too fast and it's really just a mild annoyance. That was the fastest level in the whole game, and I even got a high score on it, because it doesn't really matter, you just boost forward. Now this one, as I said before, Larry is a different sort of character. he really is unique. No way that he passed these boost pads. And what the fuck? So, sometimes I actually wonder if Zoe is even the fastest character for this level, because she has very bad turn rate, but her speed totally makes up for it. Here we have what is more or less a very simple level. You go down this hill, takes about 40 seconds. There are some arrows which you might die like once to in a casual playthrough, but whatever. Just go down. We have enough boost. Nope. I think that was the first level pack, if I'm not mistaken. Oh well, we'll just take time when the two first are beat. This is definitely the second chapter, so... Well, the thing in the first chapter is just movement, and now introducing us to all sorts of crazy things. Like these spikes, which we'll just completely avoid. Mines, laying out a pattern on the ground. Rams, blockades. And you see, the mines are not very sensitive, so you can just drive right through most of them. This one is actually one of the few RNG levels in the game. So I don't know if I can actually make this happen. Like, I mean, again, it's sort of just random. You go through, you just pedal to that one, and you go boost in. And then if you have enough speed, you are supposed to brake, like I did right there. And I should hit it, yeah. Now, sometimes he will do that, just completely just die. Some other times he will just die, and it's just a horrible, horrible level. Why? Some next level strats right there. Go. As you can see, I was actually just sort of lucky to have the ability to fuck it up twice. And this should do it. Yep. Go. Again, this level is very hard. It takes many tries in a casual playthrough. And you can just choose to just completely fuck me up. And we golden pony boy. Now, let's make this one count. And we should be good. Can we even hit this? No, we can't. Again, that one can take many tries. But when you get it, it's sort of... These levels all just seem to be the same concept. Cannons, houses, these streets, and so. So from a speedrunning point of view, they're pretty much just the same. If you didn't notice, I just got hit by a big ass cannon. Just go right through here. Don't hit that house. Now, this level is okay. I mean, the Wrecking Ball will pretty much glitch out like 99% of the time. Which is sort of weird for a 1.0.1 game. Boost, and I fucked it up. Just take the right amount of time and boom, we go. And we found it. And that was not supposed to happen. This run is probably not going to go on the internet now. Unless it be 2 hours, this is not going up. So if you're watching it, then I've beaten 2 hours, and I'm really proud of myself. This is the other sort of RNG one. You go down this hill, and if you don't hit that ramp dead on, you're going to go flying to the side. So for a new player, and me apparently, this level is really hard. For an experienced player, you can just go down here and boost and hit the ramp. Let's say you don't make it, just do that. Now, I've never actually done one where you go all the way because I think it's impossible. But you can just cycle along the ground. And boom, clear. And this is a level where this is the last one of World 2. You can skip most of it. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So first thing we're going to skip is if I did not become retarded. We can just do that and go through here, jump, go around here, and this is also sort of RNG. You go in and different times different saws are going to hit you. Sometimes I could probably made it on that one. There, see, completely random. Now it's for Earl's World, Earl's Great Trip or whatever. And I think we're going to play Earl for like one of these levels. I just spaced out, right? I think we're going to... Are we even going to choose Earl? I don't even know. But it seems bizarre that each characters get introduction, right? And they sort of get this introduction, and if they introduced it, you kind of had to play the whole world with them. Like Earl, Yangs, Larry, and of course also Zoe, Pedro. I've just completely forgot to boost right there. I probably made a personal record. Next track, home rigger. And this one you just go down the hill in high speed and breaks through a lot of glass. I can kill you. That's another thing. This game is really bloody. I've never seen these barrel explode like that. Like, I mean, too much speed will kill you on these. And too little speed will cost me the run. As we can see right there, I've just picked up a piece of glass, and I don't want that. So I just reset, and it should be gone. Guess you never know. Now here we just wanna get that checkpoint and then just boost everything we can. Maybe do like a little flip. Next track, run for cover. This one there's nothing special about. You just drive between these, and sometimes with cannon will hit you. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Is that my leg? Gnarly. So we can go there. Boom. Finished. This one mud run you can finish in 20 seconds, and when I first started with this track I wanted to do it perfect, like casually. It was goddamn hard, but then Zoe got added to the game, and you can just breeze through most of it if you aren't me. Now this game is brutal. Bam! Redneck Robin. This one you could potentially go faster with Larry, but I really just don't like him. Like, I mean, I don't think in this Yes, that can happen. Can and will hit you. And I personally think it's great. It's like, no, universally. There are a lot of cannons in this game. It's not impossible to get hit. But on your way down, sometimes you might do like that and get killed. You might not even make it out the cabin. Because it's Monday today. And bam, we just go down the hill now. This part is like really easy. Can't wait to tree. Now, one of the harder tracks in the game. No, not this one. But another one coming up where you first have to. I mean, it's no orange checkpoint. I don't know if I explained that, but the orange checkpoints are checkpoints. These ones are like milestones. You have to go through them. You don't get sent back there. Right now, if I reset, it would be the orange one. And there, if I die, I'll get sent back to the orange one. So that's why they have a different color. This one is, I mean, it's designed for real. Let's be honest right here. You have enough speed, you die every time, 100% of the time right there. But I didn't. I think it's gotta be this one, right? Yeah. So this one is probably the hardest track in the game. Or maybe not, but it's definitely hard. Now, if all this wasn't hard enough for you, that first jump I did right there is like, you can take up to like 10 tries. This thing here is relatively safe, but again, you can get sent back here anytime. And you can forget to boost, your boost could just malfunction. And bam. Everything I've just done. It's relatively secure strats. Anyone who gets a better score on this level, hats off to you, sir. Because I really just can't. Jump, you fat fuck. And it's not impossible by any means. Okay, this is sort of a run kill. You can do good in it one day, and then the next one, bam. And I'm going to be sure about where I can boost you goddamn magnificent bearded man and get out. Yes. And that's it. I mean, you just go on top of these and they don't break with John and Jimmy. Then you go up here, which is like nothing. And then you just turn right off the track. Easy. And I even made a personal record. But again, this number doesn't mean anything. It just means you completed the track. This one is actually can take a few tries, but we're going to use a trick for the first time. We're going to go Zoe and go over here, and I fuck it up. We just go to there, bam. Not because Zoe is much faster, but because we really dislike Earl. And that can happen through no fault of mine. Yes. That can happen. Same concept, different day. Just when you just have go like that, break, and bam. We done. But wait, they don't eject automatically. I cannot do that. And that is Earl. Now we are on to the Yanks. Now Yanks has this crazy road trip or whatever. Apparently they're just completely cut out of it by Zoe. Because their car is big and slow. And we are not. So right here we're going to use that to gain boost. If you haven't noticed, I have a boost meter bottom left, and sometimes there's fire coming out my tailpipes. So any sort of jump I use here is definitely just to get boost, to go faster. Nothing more. And yeah. Had a bad luck spree on this part. Go. Those cannon will goddamn snipe you. And that doesn't happen. But you know, whatever. What happens here is that we have run out of boost. So to regain some, I'm going to just reset right here, and you can see whenever you reset, you get like 3/4 of fuel back, which is nice, especially if you have just a little bit, so you can get full fuel. So when you just boost on top of here, and there's a jump right, and we're going to die. Nope. So that was just a yellow checkpoint we just passed. That would be very unfortunate to go back to. Remember to keep up your speed. It will not seem like you're moving. It was because I was not. And bam. 26. This one you just go through the woods here. I mean, I think there are like arrows and such on the right side. I just never thought of going there. Ever. And we don't actually need boost for the last part right here. I mean, usually with the Yanks, you gotta go like a little bit slower. And with So, you can go just as fast as you want. Again, this track takes forever. And I don't know how I made it like 30 seconds slower. Maybe I reset. Now we come to something that is personally a favorite of mine. The Zoe jumps. I haven't actually practiced these in like weeks, so So it'll be funny seeing if I can do it. But here we're going to boost in the first part. We're going to go off the track. And then bam! And even without resetting. I mean, usually you aim for it. That was weird. Usually you should aim for the checkpoint with Zoe's head. So if she decides she wants... And this might seem bad, but it's really not. It kind of is though. We're going to get the one under the bridge. And a quick right through here. I mean, this is the closest to an actual speed run we're going to get. Now, this next jump is kind of unsafe and sketchy, but I'm going to try it anyway. And if I fail the first time, then I'm just going to leave it at that. So we go through here, or whatever really, and not do that. Just get up this hill, gain some momentum up here, get on top of here, and bam! Should be right on. Now that saves about like 20 seconds or so, so it's worth noting. Bam! We just boost into infinity. And that's about it. And the same map just reversed. Now a lot of players might not notice that, but we noticed. Now we actually don't know why that is. I just completely missed that. What the fuck? Okay, so you can't just go down here. This is the part I just skipped right before. This is the bridge I said I'd run under. So we're just going to do the same trick. And this happens sometimes. Like, I mean, it's not a perfect trick. The first jump right there, it's quite impressive when you pull it off. And this is not so impressive when you don't pull it off. And into the pit, really. I mean, at this point it would really just be faster to just do the trick normally. But we won't, because we're running speed. Oh, really wouldn't. So, and that's that. And just a quick jump through here. Now you can take that at speed and actually just make it. But I'm going to take a little bit bloody. So the next level, I'm already talking like the next level, but the next level is going to be a dark level. So like if you want to just go get a cup of coffee or something, like that is the time. And I just fucked that up. That will happen. I mean, like that. There's definitely potential for improvement in the long run. Now there is a jump right here, where you just go straight ahead through these guys and you can actually land it, but it takes like 10 tries. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't pull it off, probably. So in an ultimate speedrun, you would have to do that. And why? Now somebody asked me why do I bail out. It's not because there is any invisible sort of barrier or anything. It's just I see where my bike is going and I just simply can't help it. Now, if you really want to, you could probably just skip from up there to down here. Would be about equal time. You can also skip from right here to down there. That is probably like the reverse of what we did in the first one. But this time I'm quite confident. Nope. How do I keep messing that up? So I think I'm just going to drive it normally. But now I would probably be done with the next level. That is a speedrunning joke. By the way, the next level is quite long. And I keep this. So, I mean, I'm not going to upload this then. You can to see this thing about this one, you can edit it seamlessly. You can edit the run seamlessly into thinking it's just one long run because of how the loading menus and such work. So they should really just add a playlist mode when you play through all of it. But that's just my opinion, right? A guy who plays this game from time to time. Now this would be actually close to a full path. You could I mean, see, it's not even like a difficult jump or anything. It's just me being silly. But whatever. Now this one, the speed running is. Now that is a glitch that can happen, where it skips 2 levels. Actually, it just skips 1 level, but we do not want that at all. So just in a minute, it's going to either A, load the level, or B, kick us out into the main menu. And this is really, really bad. I mean, Control B to fix the box glitches, which is sort of ironic. And usually I'm just for pausing time if this happens. So I'm like I'm 17 right now, and I'm going to just fix this, alright? It doesn't want this to be fixed. You know what, I'm going to stop the recording right now. I'm just going to close the game and see what happens. Probably nothing. There, goes black. So that is very, very much too bad. And I'm going to pull up the time again. It's still at 37:17, and I've been doing really, really bad. I mean, official tracks, family vacation, this one, and I'm just going to start it again. I mean, it rained for a little while, so I mean, I'm fine with it. Besides, 2 hours isn't too bad for this game anyway. So in this level, we can see everything, which makes it not really that dark anyway. But think about it. There are like these obstacles for like the first part, and then there's the middle part where you jump off a cliff, and then there's a third part. This level really is just a mess. So I would probably qualify this as the middle part, when you just drive. Usually you are not supposed to die right there. But Zoe is weak. I did it again. Usually you're supposed to do a wheelie and then bam, you can go through. And again, a wheelie and then bam. And go through right here. Go. And bam. And now there's a trap section, which I would probably still qualify as Vim. Usually you don't get anything done. I mean, it's more like the more you think about it, the less it actually that was poop slinging Sasquatch we just saw right over there. And he is probably like a developer on Hackjack. Now this part we actually have to go slow because it's just a big drop into a dark forest, and so we will die. I was actually really close, and bam. And now let's just drive this road for the rest of the level. There are quite a few jumps we can do, but they don't save time. Actually, one of them takes longer. I don't have any legs. I'm just splitting her up. Let me go on up here. Now this is not actually following the path, but you get the gist of it. But even then it's just not that much faster than just driving. And down here, if you have enough speed, you can go through here, and can we hit one? We couldn't. Trash. Now this one is actually a level that is speedrun worthy. We have Scott, who we only use this once, and he has the ability to go where the car can't, which means everywhere in this fucking level. So the car usually has to go in there and stop, and then wait and reorient itself and stuff, but Scott can just die. Who would have known? And this part is actually, it's really tricky with the Yangs, and I just died, but you can just go between there, and sometimes they will just all blow up. Like that. Doesn't matter, and we are not supposed to go there, you know that, Scott. We're supposed to go back here and just boost into these vents, and poof, sometimes he'll fly. Today he won't. And that is the parking simulator. Quite a nice level, actually. This is Gumsy and Gomerland. So the thing is, DJing bought a lot of meth, and now they're selling it to kids, and it's really, really bad. But we are working for the Yangs. So we just left all these people, and now the police are chasing us. No, they actually aren't. So we decided to just shake them off through a giant obstacle course. Like, I mean, you just have those in your backyard. Now, and this level is actually really easy, because we get Sis and Dice 2 times on a very easy part. You can just go through that. This level is actually sort of easy because well, we don't have to use the Yangs for once, and I mean, it's generally just a nice level. Oh, Rock of Ages. So we will go through right here and just not keep doing the same thing. Isn't that like insanity? Something? Yeah, it is. But as we all know, Zoe is just a most reliant character in the game. And bam. And usually it just takes like 3 tries. As of right now, I haven't found a reliant method of doing this, but another thing we're going to take a look at today is also the Yangs level, the one level where we have to use it. I mean, the only other way to get around that is a glitch, and the speedrunning website said specifically no glitches allowed, so we're not going to do that. God damn it. Maybe if I just, let go of the accelerator. Like that. And just not die. I mean, this game is known. And this last part is actually sort of fun. You go up this ramp and straight into a blender. And that's a blender. I did it even faster than normal. Wow. Now, we have the Yangs. So we have to use him for the next one. This one we just want to, because Pedro just keeps crashing and Scott is not as fast. So if we could choose Zoe, we probably would. But none's the matter once the antimatter condensed or whatever. I mean, look at that. Back to the start. That's just what I love about the Yangs and this level. I don't really like it if you can't tell. This is like the first speedrun. Hopefully one of many. And that was bullshit. Oh yeah, that happens in this game sometimes too. Just utter bullshit. When you're like, why did that happen? And it's because, well, the physics in this game are so complex and dynamic and wide. But sometimes your car just goes flying for no reason. Sometimes it crashes into the pavement. And checkpoint. So I can't really complain with the checkpoints on this level, because usually it's not about speed, but rather survival, so people playing this casually, I mean, don't get a challenge if there are multiple checkpoints. But us trying to do it in one swoop, get one heck of a challenge. So that would be the dream, to make it in one. And you can actually just follow the ledge over here, and bam. Now this one is not that tricky at all. You go like, and you just die. You just try it once more, and you do it first time this try. Just drive right next to the edge and you'll be fine. Bam! You will crash off if you do that. Now if you boost too much, you'll crash into the ground. We just saw it briefly there, that could be your engine block. Sometimes the Yanks just decide to die. And that is fine by me. Again, this level was supposed to take like 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Instead I've been here for almost 4, so you can see how much I hate this one. Now the next one, if I could like get a skip or something, I would be happy with that. It's absolutely dog shit of a show. Shit show. But nonetheless, we have to do it. And I really just hope that we get that one part in the first try. I mean, most of that level is like, oh yeah, you can do this. I mean, this part's really easy. And when there's, we'll see. We want the Yanks to be alive. And go. Go, go. Go, Johnny, go. Perfect. I've never seen that happen before, but perfect. So this one is the map that I'm talking about. All those red ramps you just saw subconsciously. Yeah, those are the ones we're going to have to deal with. This first part is something that I'm probably able to do in my sleep, because it's not that hard. Then comes this ramp, which is sort of RNG, but you'll get it after at least 1 or 2 tries. I mean, the speed up, break down. Accelerate, brake, and get it. Again, that part can continue on forward. So go. Now, the actual part of it is the problem. Yes, it seems that I got it first try. But yeah, stuff like that can happen. We'll just completely get fucked and do it all over. I'm pretty good at deer of how much speed and everything. So do not think this is like the easiest level. I mean, the glitch that I was talking about is a glitch that allows you to pick any character that appears later in the game. And coincidentally, Larry appears in the next level, actually. So, we could do that glitch, make it load a level and back characters, and then skip back to this one. We should be golden. Too little speed, that will happen. Too much speed, it will throw you off anywhere, and you just drift out. Always want to pick this one and go like, yeah, that. Except not like that. Just a miss eye, thank you. Now you have seen that as a bitch move. Or bitch lasagna, whatever the kids nowadays. And sometimes the cow will just do that. And please make it. No. No! I mean, I'm so close to throwing my controller into the wall right now. But none of it matter. This is before Larry levels. This is like complete randomness. Yes, you could say, well, there's a certain system to it, and the Yangs are against it. I think the Yangs got their bullshit. And we did it. I don't know, it took like 7 tries. That's actually less than the Zoe level. I mean, the thing about that one is that I could get it down consistently. Did it like 5 times in a row. Now this one we're just going to reset to line ourselves up, because that takes way too long to do manual compared to just pressing one button and being there instantly. So if you're even faster, go up here and onto this event, and boom, victory royale. And that is the last we'll ever see of the Yangs. No, actually there's no. This will be the last of the Yangs. But it's just under an hour. Now for the next part, we're going to just rage. This is the Larry part. Now, I'm actually tried Junior, but I'm pretty sure he can't do this level. I could be wrong. However, Larry, I know, is very... And go up. Now, Larry is all about momentum and direction. So if he says he's going one direction, he is going in one direction. And only he can stop him. I love the checkpoint. Oh, we already got it. Nice. I'm just going to reset to realign myself. Like that. And we got it. Nice. Now this is just one level. That should be like 7. So one. Laser focus. And this is where they introduce lasers. Because apparently the whatever people who love lasers just are out to get Larry and kill him. You would think, oh yeah, they just blind him or something. No, they just directly cut him off. Chop him into pieces. And that can happen sometimes too. Luckily it happened right after checkpoint. And what happened was that we got hit by a stray arrow. Sometimes it's no fault of my own dying. Very much my own. Isn't that like a finish? And we just go like this. And bam. And he's way more fun just thrown out. So we had like that was 2. And it will do that. Usually it takes longer like the second, third, and fourth time. So it's just this part is actually really hard. Barrier. Second try. It's more about we did it than there's specifically one part where you have to dive down and hit 2 yellow checkpoints before you finish. I mean that, and there's planes in the way. And that part is really, really bad. And that wasn't even that bad. I even got time on that. That was 3 levels. This is 4th. Now, these just combined all of the first sort of levels into one mega level. I'm just joking. It means that every single thing that John and Jimmy has been through is just on these rooftops. Spikes, lasers, wrecking balls. But Larry is just such a wacky and fun character that you cannot dismiss him. Just go like this. And I think if I'm not mistaken too much, you can just go like this. I did actually do some adjustments right there. I just didn't just respawn and did nothing. And take off speed and do that and fuck it up. But if you play him twice and expect the player to know exactly doing like right out the gate, you just are a moron. So whoever said spikes in this game is like completely whack. Now, like, I mean, after all the other ones, I really don't get this one. Like, I mean, I think the laser is supposed to follow the thing around, but it just doesn't. But still, that would not make it very hard. Thing, bam, eject. And it just freezes midair. I don't think this is the one that's really hard. That was 4, by the way. It is. Now these planes, I am really just happy that they are 1 level only. And see. There's no way impossible. I mean, it's definitely quite possible to just route around these planes. Everything's speedy and such. I mean, what the fuck is that even? Just have to get hit like once. I almost died. And just to shove it in your face. There are also a lot of bombs in this one. No, 3. Yeah, 2 yellow. Now, this is probably like the hardest part of the yoke. So I'm just going to and just fucking up twice. Why? See, if a bomb grabs you, I mean, floats into you, you are done for because it would change your direction. So, okay, do the next one. Come on, plane. Again, everything is. I think. Yeah, we got it. Bam. Killed me already. Fucking ended there. They just met. That was 5. 3 celebration dinner. And these are LSD levels, where Larry just apparently overdosed. Now, the thing is, you can see my time, 21 seconds. We might be able to do that just now. So the whole thing is that lasers react differently when you're at very high speeds. So if you go really, really fast, like I just did, 6 by the way, everything would be just fine. Now, the thing about this one is you really can't see shit when that part of the field kicks in. I just fucked it up in the lift. And this part is just filled up with bombs. Again, sometimes bombs go off Sometimes I choose just not to. I mean, there. Bam. Bomb. Laser. Laser. I really just need, like, someone who will read up anything that gets me killed. I know that has to be edited in. Now, this is, again, what I mentioned earlier, happens sometimes. They just glitch into the ground. Can happen with any character, even Larry. Doesn't really, but I mean, I think it actually is him that have the most, whatever. And that should be an orange checkpoint and goal. Now the goal is also smothered in bombs, but you just go at high pace and hope for the best. 7. And just went to the lab. 110. And I actually picked the wrong character. So Jack can actually apparently accelerate really, really fast up this hill. So I'm going to have to research when he is the fastest. Apparently he is by like 10 seconds the fastest one in this level. It doesn't matter if we have Jill or not. Sometimes she'll get us killed, and sometimes we kill her, and it's a whole thing. Bleep. Now, you might think, oh, that looked really dangerous, but really it's not. And that is just the downside of being a 160 tall little boy. You're really weak. I mean, I've never really seen the saw blades. Yes, there's like a cooler part of the game. That was just absolute dog shit. But this next one we can go so yeah, I think. No? Oh no, yeah, it's this one. So you have to go John and Jimmy, and you can actually go through the back of this ambulance, right through here, and that works like 90% of the time. Go right through here, and you might die a couple of times. But it will be alright, because in the end, does anything really matter? Yes, yes it does. Look both ways, go like this. Now, the middle of the road is definitely the safest place to bike. It's the best place in our situation. Right here, just follow the white line. You just go into these people dancing Fortnite and bam. And just ring up like that. Next level, hit and run. And this one is these crazy cars that's trying to sometimes they'll just get the better of you. Sometimes you'll go back here and they will do things. Again, these cars are crazy. And saying that they are dangerous is an underestimation. What is your bleep? Please don't hit me. And then we can just quietly go between these two shacks if we are not killed. And that should allow us free passage, but it doesn't. Playing this game casually, this level might actually be sort of nice, because you get a challenge. The AI behaves different each and every fucking time. It's like they had 10 different AIs installed. Usually you can get pretty good. A luck, I guess. Right now I just have to go between these two shacks and bam. No one is there. And there should be no one until I hit that checkpoint over. And so that was to be expected. Now we're just going this way around the hospital because that might actually kill a few of the cars. And going right through here is actually not that challenging. The thing about all of this is at any time a black car can come from behind and ruin our day. And it won't. Bam! Definitely practice on that one. John and Jimmy again. That truck is going to ruin our day if we keep driving alongside of it. This truck you can just take the inside of. And then there's another truck over here that will also just kill you. They don't care. They are getting paid. You just have to go through these boxes. Bam. Just however you like. And this part is the wrecking ball. Just go like that. And bam. And this part is not that great, really. It's quite easy. Except this part. You might die right here. Just like that. But, and again. We need enough times to make sure you're using a safe strategy. Living my life dangerously. Bam! Dead. They pack a punch, really. Even though it might seem easy to avoid, if they hit you, bam, you're out. This part quite easy, and we're just going to not go into that minefield. Now this one is also sort of random. But we are going to do it like this anyway. Bam! First try. Actually I clicked too early. Doesn't matter. And so we again boost. Now as you can see, this level can be beaten quite quickly we're probably not going to live up to that hype. And no, not with this attitude. In one of her levels, Zoe has like fireworks celebrating that she is coming to town. She has a giant stadium and everything. If I didn't get that, I would actually be sort of disappointed. I got it. None's the matter. 119, we're running at. Again, so it just seems so much better at this game than not if you do it like that. And not if you try it like absolute shit. And I just failed again. Again, this run would be able to be cut down by like half an hour in just loading times of dying alone. That is a joke, by the way. Guys, I don't believe you can do this game without dying. That would just be mental. I'm actually fine with that. What you'll see right here is, you'll see I don't die, but what you'll see is me actually going off the path, and that is not accidental. We want to go off the path, go on top of the house, or just do it like this. Go like this, and then bam, go on top again. That was totally random, but usually just eject onto it. And I don't actually know if it even saves time, but I like to do it because it seems wild and crazy. Here you can break and go like this. So we're going to do it. And eject. And that's like, this one can be a bit of a mood killer, because if you're not 100% confident doing it, you'll fuck it up. And bam. That is actually the hardest part of all of that, is getting through that cacti and that little stone thing. So there are these indicators where not to go, and that is the witch, but she just starts in the middle. So you're not supposed to know what it means yet. I mean, you could probably just break, but that is no fun. You just keep my acceleration button in. I think I'm just going to do this now. That is the problem. I haven't really practiced this one that much. I mean, that part right there is, it's really, really not that hard. So it can fit in, you can lose an arm, whatever. Like this. So then you come to this part. Not that hard either. And you come to this random part, which is not random at all. And then you come to the part where, and we did it. I'm like 1 second late. so he decides to climb a skyscraper because of whatever. And bam, we just get froze off. And now that was weird. Something as simple as going up ramps. That is like my point of talent in this game. And bam. And just boost right here. I mean, it seems that I've encountered a lot of like physics error today. I mean, that's like great. And then boom. That part can actually be kind of tricky to get down. Sometimes you break and fall out and the whole thing. This part I actually don't know what is. It's just a bunch of boxes. This is like the same city that Harry was in. I mean, with the glitch, you can get any character in it. Except maybe Larry, he's out of game now. Now we are pussies, so we take the fast way over and just run it slightly to the left and not backwards. Bam, maybe death. Bam, CC, so whatever. So the trick about these hoops is to hold down the acceleration and not use boost. Now, for the last one here, sometimes you are lucky and you just bounce off the wall instead of going through. You can go around the bottom and then eject onto the field again, onto the track, whatever. And I've been so lucky to do that, like, sometimes. I mean, of course, it's only really lucky if you don't feel like me. Look at that. Just disgusting, really. And bam, we made it. Please do like this. Just go like this, and boom, you're golden. Last checkpoint, where you usually die. Just boost. Not one. See? And I just died by running into the wall. Don't do that, ever. The big smoke cloud you see right there is actually the level starting. And just all the mines going off. So that apparently happens every time we reset, which is quite interesting for other levels, but that's more theoretical. And that will be Zoe. 128. Good time, good time. Now for this one you usually use Petro because he is a new character by this point and you should not have seen yet, and you will be like sorts of wow. There, boom. Yes, these level are definitely made for Petro's bigger truck. You can still just do them with Zoe. But the terrain is actually mountain terrain because, well, the developers were kind of lazy in that regard. So they just built something. Imagine them using like the SimCity architecture brush and just going create like this. What is that? What is that even supposed to be? And go up right here. Go up, please. And that can happen. Bounces with Zoe are possible, so I'm not going to say that anyone could make like a better time at this, but of course they can. Now, I mean, I've done that myself. You can see that in the top left corner. This one you just want to break just before the edge. You're gonna hit this raw terrain down here. You're just going to gain a lot of speed. You're going to do a left turn right here. I did it wrong, but still alive somehow. This one you just want to again brake just near the edge. Bam. This way you're going to go like this, and apparently also just get thrown up into the air. Now the cars are after you, so don't stand still, but I'm not going to anyway. And well, while they are quite, and you can just die like that. Interesting. So I did it wrong and going to get punished. You can accelerate whatever, just break near right here. here is a truck with a goddamn cannon on it. So those can kill you, definitely. Everything in this game is goddamn deadly, but you get the idea, like, you don't want to be near it, but you can. So I think in the future, if anyone ever loses like a run, if it's get way more competitive, it's like my dream. And not just one French guy who watches this and is like, what the fuck is this guy even saying? And hopefully we can get it. So right now this is a very bare bones run, in the sense that I should not be running this way. Now I should be going on the road to the right, but I didn't. So can either win me time or lose me time, depending on my luck. I mean, a thing like that might just come and get me. Things like these might just throw me in the air. Bam. This is sometimes where I actually just die. Oh god. Sometimes you die right there. And how many more I have actually? I mean, there are border patrol, and then there's the other one. This one, border crossing. And then I think there's just one more. Now for this one, I actually choose petrol, so I'm just going to do that. I have a theory that you can wall ride later in the level. Maybe you can get boosted by a wrecking ball and actually save around 30 seconds. But again, it's as of right now, it's just a theory. And probably not even possible with my luck. This one, go right. Just freeze the game. And I'm allowed to pause. And there. That is probably the hardest part of this level. Now. You could probably go on the right over there and you could wall ride all the way up. And take the ramp into the next part. Go, go. Instead you have to do like this. You have to go into this pipe, and if you don't have enough speed, you just land on it, which is actually to prefer, so don't have too much speed. You would just go, and maybe sometimes you can crash on cars, but if you just hit one of them, it's all good. Like that. And then there's another one, I know. Yes, this one. Man on the one. Man on the run. This one you just want to go like this. I mean, it's faster and you can probably also do it consistently forward. But if you really want to be safe and do it fast at the same time, you can just do this every single time. Safe strat, not because this finish is for some kind of reason just 3 times as big as all the other ones in this game. And this one you just back it up a little bit to this side. You just go like this, and I almost just missed it, which would be very unfortunate because then you just wasted a minute. Now begins Victory Gauntlet, and I have 20 minutes to beat 2 hours, which I'm quite confident in. Now the first one right here, you just want to reset, and then just when you get down here, boost. You're going to go into traffic all blind, but it's going to work out. Then you're going to want to go left right here. You're going to hit these locks, and these locks. There's another set coming up, I believe. There. And I never really been able to pull that off. You can go like a safe route, you can do whatever really. Now for this one, you just want to wait and then accelerate. So you go between, and well, you just go between these trucks, and hopefully, yes, yeah, I got it. And again, left is power, no. Just figure out timing for yourself. And there should just be a single hook. You just die. Like that. And next trick. So this one, the thing is, bombs are following you and your head grows. Bam. And you want to accelerate so they get away from you. I think it's even said in the tips, but whatever. So they're going to come near you, you're going to accelerate. Bam. Now we are going to sacrifice our sun. Over here, possibly. No. And I just died. Now that doesn't feel very good. Well, we really want to keep our son for as long as possible, but he's dead now, so let that be there and accelerate. So, I mean, this is really all there is to this. So if you turn and accelerate, you are going to get busted. Bam, 7 holes. I mean, I personally hate those bombs. Oh, I just thought I messed it up. And boom. Checkpoint usually means we're safe. And this one should have too, but no, giant head. Just go like this. Can't really see the difficult thing in it. You just brake and accelerate, go sideways like that, like a boss. Just pop that door down. And stop. Collaborate and let's. Boom. You're done with this level. Even 2 seconds to spare you. So the poops flinging Sasquatch, yes. So just when you just want to go like this and avoid the balls completely. I think they just break if you go hit on, but you can break all of them, so. Now he has hit. That usually doesn't happen, by the way. That's why we choose Zoe in so many levels. See right here, he gets hit like 3 or 4 times before he even decides he wants to die. Oh yeah, he just stopped, went back and tried again. Oh, and bam! Now this part is, again, total RNG, because you just get shot at. And we got it, even though we died. This part you just go straight into the dryer and die. Momentum is really bitch in this level because you can't break. The ice will fuck you up in a cat. Yeah, get him. Actually, we're just going to do that. And go left. I don't know if that is actually what you're supposed to. Bam, and off to the side. And just run straight to them now. And that would be around my personal best. Yeah. So this one is a real bitch. Again, because of all the stupid AI in this game. So first off, you meet some cute kangaroos. Doesn't matter later. So we aren't going to see them again. I don't think so. Oh yeah, there are some over here. Sometimes they kill you. And these guys will just try to... Okay, I got it. What happened right there was that I forgot to brake. And that could happen. Now, to start all over. So... And there we have it. This will actually also gain us a lot of boosts. Sometimes you can get hit. So watch out. Barrels. Don't know why you would have. Kangaroo might try to kill you. Can actually just go between those just to show off. And we're almost to the finish now. And we just crash like a regular mouse. So that probably be done perfect. Just don't like playing it. giant gel. Could you even imagine? And just get slaughtered. So I think maybe Petro could do it too, but I don't like his character now. Going into the swamps. There's a little like 2 tries more and I got it. Now I'm definitely going to get killed, man. And hopefully we don't fucking die. The biggest enemy is ourselves, really. And those guys in the trucks. Yeah, those guys also pretty. Get him. And we did it. I provided some crazy shit. Now this one, what you would expect, really. You just cycle for 2 minutes. And hopefully don't die. It's kind of like the Sasquatch one reality. I never really figured out what this part is about, like the Glory Gauntlet is like people who have contributed to the game, is YouTubers who played the game. And my wheel is glitched into the gun. Like that. Nope. And we're not going to break 2 hours, I'm sorry. I know there's still at least 3 levels, and one of them takes not that long at all, but you know. This one takes 2 minutes, next one takes 2 minutes. Really, there's a lot I could do. And if the server could just let me go by already. I really hope my mic is just muted. I have to sit in here talking to myself for like 2 hours. I mean, there was a part that actually was bullshit, but this. Find a consistent way to beat this level. See, maybe that's why people haven't speedrun games, because it's unpredictable. And of course, the same sort of events happen each time, so like, I mean, you can totally predict it, but oh no, I mean, sometimes if you are lucky, which we definitely weren't, you can just go straight here. Instead, we choose to do this. Well, that was just stupid. So this is part of the level where I spend a lot of time going at it. It's just so shit. Technically, you want to just go on this like this. Please don't. No. So I just make those. Just go and just get randomly sniped, of course. Through the first one. And we're clear. Should just go like this, and we didn't get boosted, at least to my knowledge. Ugh. And I actually also got blended. Nice. That only took like 6 minutes. So we have 2 left. Maybe, just maybe, we can do this. I mean, 2 that matters, and then the last one. And that is not counting like the Hall of Glory. I'm not going to do that today. I guess those levels are stupid. Okay, so the thing about John is that he can apparently just survive without 1 arm, but we aren't going for any more of those. We just go like down, get onto here, ropes and such. We can just skip that, and he totally intended for that, so it's no biggie. Again, this part is actually... We are going to go over 2 hours. Maybe if I didn't have those 2 experiences, everything is just trashed. Pretty good run on Larry, which is always like, oh my god, yeah. Usually that's just a hate hole. Hate. I don't know if if I've ever died to this part. And it could be today. No. 1:59 is my timer at. This level is actually really forgiving with checkpoint, even if you want to admit it to it or not. It really is. I mean, it has this bear cannon, which kills our sun right now. It actually worked out pretty great because you could see where the thing was turning and such. So this one you want to go right, there, and left, and middle. This one you can just skip the second row right there. Go around, and the windows should start breaking, and bam! You're good, and reset just for sun protection. Why? We don't need him. Well, we did not, because he did. Now this teddy bear hook should be no biggie. And of course there's a hook right there that everyone keeps forgetting. Except for, you know, everyone else. And we're going to be so close to 2 hours, and I'm going to get accepted. If you did it, I guess, segmented. Oh my god, I was just like, you're not going to fool me today. H2 delirious, and he found it. And that's the end right here. Second last level, come on. From a bike away. Hit by a giant bat, do this. And go. John, Jimmy, go left. Time is coming up. And just not die. And bam. That will be 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 16 seconds. And that is the last level, if you except for like the Half Glory, like this part. But who even gives a shit? So there are like two things right here. You can go in here and it will load the level at some point. This John and Jimmy level. We just have to go across the gun floor. And bam, you can just do it just like that. But again, I'm just going to stop the recording and I'm going to check the time on that and, well, hope that everything works out.